The National Electrical Code, specifically Article 555.10a on 555.10 atwo and 555.10 a3 outlines the permitted wiring methods for underdock installations. These include Type UF cable, Type G heavy-duty submarine cable, and Type PD direct burial cable. SOW cord, which stands for Service Outlet Whip, is explicitly not permitted for use under docks. SOW cord is designed as a flexible, temporary power cord for dry locations, typically for connecting portable appliances to an outlet. It lacks the necessary protection for the harsh environment found under docks, where moisture, chemicals, and potential mechanical damage are prevalent. Let's examine the differences between Type G cable and other permissible cable types. Type G cable is a heavy-duty submarine cable engineered specifically for marine applications. It features robust rubber insulation and a galvanized steel armor, providing excellent protection against water, chemical exposure, and abrasion. Type UF cable is a general-purpose cable encased in a flexible plastic jacket that offers resistance to moisture and sunlight. While suitable for some applications, it's not as durable as Type G cable and isn't recommended in areas prone to mechanical damage. Type PD cable is a direct burial cable with a polyethylene jacket designed for direct burial in the ground. It's also moisture resistant, but may not offer the same level of mechanical protection as Type G cable. In conclusion, when wiring under docks, Type G heavy-duty submarine cable emerges as the preferred choice due to its superior durability and resistance to the demanding marine environment. SOW cord should never be used for under-dock applications, as it's ill-equipped to withstand the harsh conditions. Understanding the specific properties and intended uses of these cable types is crucial for ensuring safe and compliant electrical installations in marinas and boatyards. It is important to adhere to all applicable codes and regulations, such as those of the National Electrical Code or NEC, when performing electrical work. The NEC provides detailed guidance on safe wiring practices in various environments, and consulting the NEC is essential for ensuring that electrical installations meet the necessary safety standards. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards and guidelines for electrical installations, covering a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and best practices, and it is widely adopted by jurisdictions throughout the United States. Article 555 of the NEC specifically addresses the requirements for marinas and boatyards, providing detailed guidance on wiring methods, grounding, bonding, and overcurrent protection in these environments. This article recognizes the unique challenges presented by marine environments, such as exposure to moisture, salt water, and mechanical damage, and it establishes specific requirements to ensure the safety of electrical installations in these locations. Firstly, Type UF cable, as mentioned, is a general-purpose cable suitable for various applications, including underground feeder and branch circuits. It is typically made of copper conductors insulated with a moisture-resistant thermoplastic material and covered with a tough outer jacket. Type UF cable is commonly used for residential and commercial wiring, as well as for direct burial applications. Secondly, Type G cable is a heavy-duty, flexible cable designed for use in harsh environments such as marine and industrial applications. It is typically made of copper conductors insulated with a durable rubber compound and covered with a braided shield for added protection. Type G cable is commonly used for connecting portable equipment, such as welders and generators, as well as for power distribution in marine environments. Thirdly, Type PD cable is a direct burial cable specifically designed for underground installations. It is typically made of copper or aluminum conductors insulated with a moisture-resistant cross-linked polyethylene material and covered with a tough outer jacket. Type PD cable is commonly used for underground power distribution, street lighting, and other outdoor applications. The choice of cable type for a specific application depends on several factors, including the environmental conditions, the voltage and current requirements, and the applicable codes and regulations. In marine environments, Type G cable is often preferred due to its superior resistance to moisture, chemicals, and mechanical damage. However, Type UF cable may be suitable for some applications, such as wiring above the waterline, where it is not exposed to direct contact with water. It is important to carefully consider all of these factors when selecting a cable type for marine electrical installation. In addition to the cable type, the wiring method is also an important consideration. The wiring method refers to the way in which the cable is installed and supported. The NEC specifies various wiring methods that are permitted for different applications, including conduit, cable tray, and direct burial. In marine environments, conduit is often used to protect cables from moisture and mechanical damage. Conduit is a rigid or flexible tubing made of metal or plastic that is used to enclose and protect electrical conductors. It can be installed above ground or underground, and it provides a physical barrier against environmental hazards. When installing conduit in a marine environment, it is important to use corrosion-resistant materials such as stainless steel or PVC to prevent the conduit from rusting or corroding. Another common wiring method in marine environments is cable tray. Cable tray is a system of interconnected metal or plastic trays that are used to support and route electrical cables. Cable tray is typically used in industrial and commercial applications, as well as in marine environments where large numbers of cables need to be supported. Cable tray provides a flexible and efficient way to manage and protect electrical cables. Direct burial is a wiring method in which cables are buried directly in the ground without any additional protection. Direct burial is typically used for underground power distribution and street lighting. When using direct burial, it is important to use cables that are specifically designed for direct burial applications, such as Type PD cable. These cables are designed to withstand the harsh conditions of underground environments, including moisture, chemicals, and mechanical damage. In addition to the wiring method, grounding and bonding are also important considerations for marine electrical installations. Grounding is the process of connecting electrical equipment to the earth to provide a path for fault current to flow back to the source. Bonding is the process of connecting all metal parts of an electrical system together to create a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source. Grounding and bonding are essential for preventing electrical shock and fire hazards. In marine environments, grounding and bonding are particularly important due to the presence of water and salt, which can increase the risk of electrical shock. The NEC specifies detailed requirements for grounding and bonding in marine environments, including the use of grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and bonding jumpers. These requirements are designed to ensure that electrical systems in marine environments are properly grounded and bonded, minimizing the risk of electrical shock and fire hazards. Overcurrent protection is another important consideration for marine electrical installations. Overcurrent protection is the process of protecting electrical circuits and equipment from damage caused by excessive current flow. Overcurrent protection is typically provided by fuses or circuit breakers. Fuses are devices that contain a thin strip of metal that melts and breaks the circuit when excessive current flows through it. Circuit breakers are devices that automatically interrupt the circuit when excessive current flows through it. Fuses and circuit breakers are designed to protect electrical circuits and equipment from damage caused by short circuits, overloads, and other types of electrical faults. The NEC specifies detailed requirements for overcurrent protection in marine environments, including the use of appropriately sized fuses and circuit breakers, as well as the proper installation and maintenance of these devices. These requirements are designed to ensure that electrical systems in marine environments are adequately protected from overcurrent conditions, minimizing the risk of electrical shock, fire hazards, and equipment damage. In summary, when designing and installing electrical systems in marine environments, it is essential to carefully consider all of the applicable codes and regulations, including the NEC. The NEC provides detailed guidance on wiring methods, grounding, bonding, overcurrent protection, and other aspects of electrical installations in marine environments. By following the NEC and other applicable codes and regulations, it is possible to ensure that electrical systems in marine environments are safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable standards. It is highly advisable to consult with a qualified electrical professional who has experience in marine electrical installations. A qualified electrical professional can help ensure that the electrical system is properly designed, installed, and maintained, and that it meets all applicable codes and regulations. This will help minimize the risk of electrical shock, fire hazards, and equipment damage, and it will provide peace of mind knowing that the electrical system is safe and reliable.